You've probably seen those AI automation tutorials on YouTube. You know, the ones that promise to automate your business in 5 minutes using ChatGPT, Zapier, or N8N. They look incredible until you try to actually use them. And then everything breaks. In this episode, I'm going to show you why these copy and paste workflows don't work in real businesses and what you actually need to do if you want automation that scales. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, I will share with you how we helped a leading US mortgage banker to escape the nightmare of templated tools and workflows and automate his $500 million per year business the right way. But before we dive in, here's a quick note about who I am and why this matters to me. I've spent the last decade building and scaling companies across multiple industries: marketing and sales, finance, e-commerce, real estate, and tech. And after successfully using business and AI automation in my own projects, I saw a big gap in the market back in 2020 and decided to build my own AI startup, focusing on helping companies cut costs, improve efficiency, and grow revenues with AI. And in the past 5 years, I've personally consulted over 750 businesses worldwide on AI strategy, adoption, and implementation. My AI consulting and development firm, AI Assist BG, now works across 3 continents, helping organizations design, build, and adopt custom AI systems that actually deliver results, and not just flashy demos. In addition to the over 350 custom AI tools and solutions we've built over the last few years, my team and I have also built 2 proprietary next-gen agentic AI operating systems that are about to hit the scene in 2026 and completely disrupt multi-trillion-dollar industries across the US and the Middle East markets. So everything I share with you here comes straight from the front lines of AI business adoption and not from theory. You see, I'm not here to bash tutorials. They are great for learning concepts. But what they don't tell you is that those workflows are built in perfect controlled environments with clean data, simple use cases, and zero human complexity. Real companies, they are messy. You've got inconsistent data, unique processes, human habits, compliance rules, client exceptions, and outdated systems all running together. And that's precisely why these plug-and-play templates collapse the moment you introduce them to a real business. There are 3 main reasons why these workflows fail in the real world. Number 1, they ignore context. Think about it. A workflow that works for a coaching business won't work for a manufacturing firm. Every business has its own architecture and challenges, data flows, customer journeys, and bottlenecks. And without the proper business understanding, analysis, and context, your automation has no foundation and it's doomed to fail. Second, they skip data and process mapping. Most people rush to automate chaos, and that never ends well. If your process is unclear or your data is a mess, AI just multiplies the confusion, introducing errors, data silos, and a whole lot of hallucinations on top of that. The truth is, you need clarity before code, because you can't automate something that you don't understand. And thirdly, they forget the importance of adoption. Another important aspect of implementing AI into your business that most business owners neglect is team adoption. Even when the system technically works, if your team doesn't use it or they end up breaking it because they were never properly trained, the ROI you are so desperately after ends up being nothing more than an imaginary and unreachable goal. No AI governance, no AI change management, and no AI adoption plan equals AI failure. So what does work? Well, we've built and implemented dozens of AI systems across different industries, and based on our experience, here is the pattern you need to follow. We always start with an AI company audit first, understanding your data, processes, tools, and people, as this tells us where AI should go and where it shouldn't. We then design and don't copy. We architect custom workflows around your existing processes and business ecosystem, CRM, project management, support systems, instead of forcing templates onto them. We then build small proofs of concept to validate results quickly before scaling. That's how we ensure ROI without burning months of development time and tens of thousands of dollars in wasted resources. And last but not least, we don't just hand you a system and disappear. We train your team, define the roles, and create a 360-degree AI governance framework within your organization. Not only so that the solution actually lives inside your company, but also so that you are ready to embrace AI adoption further by building or adding new functionalities in the future. But let me give you a real-world example. A leading US mortgage banker working out of Los Angeles, California, and heading multiple branch offices with a team of more than 50 top loan officers in the nation, producing in total north of $500 million in mortgage origination volume per year, reached out to us desperately wanting to automate their business. In that particular case, the branch manager was very tech-oriented, curious and passionate about trying, testing, and implementing new tech into his business. By the time he came to us, he had already spent hundreds of hours watching YouTube tutorials, signing up for different AI tools, and even trying to build his own AI loan assistant in an attempt to automate some of the most tedious and time-consuming tasks for him and his team. And right when he thought he had it all figured out and set up, the entire setup broke. Errors started showing, data was missing, and the worst part of it all, he had no clue what had happened and why. But why was that? Well, because the mortgage origination process is extremely complex, fragmented, compliance heavy, and there are way too many variables, scenarios, vendors, lenders, products, guidelines, platforms, systems, tasks, and teams that need to be coordinated in the real world. From the moment a person says he is interested in potentially getting a mortgage to the moment when the paperwork is finalized, the deal is closed and funded. Things that none of the templated tools he was using were accounting for. So we ran a proper AI audit, deconstructed the entire mortgage origination process, identified the actual bottlenecks and their relationship and importance over the entire process, got familiar with all of the essential industry-specific platforms and their respective roles in mortgage origination, and then built a custom proof of concept together with an AI opportunity matrix, process mapping diagrams, and a clear strategic AI development and implementation roadmap showing him exactly how to solve these complex industry problems. The result? Well, here we are 4 months later, and we're already done with the MVP version of the revolutionary next-gen agentic AI operating system for the US mortgage industry, Dexos. I actually just came back from our US business trip where we presented the product at major mortgage tech events and in top industry boardrooms across multiple cities and states. We traveled across Dallas, Vegas, Austin, and Los Angeles, talking to CEOs and leadership teams of massive real estate, mortgage, and technology companies, advising and consulting them on how to approach AI adoption throughout their organizations in a structured, strategic, and sustainable manner. Everyone was truly impressed with what we've built, as Dexos is the first agentic operating system of its kind, promising to solve some of the industry's most painful problems that no one has managed to solve yet, and completely transform the way mortgages are originated in the US. So, the right strategic decision from our client 4 months ago to move away from cookie-cutter solutions and templated tools and really approach solving this problem in the right way has put us all in a position to have a product with multi-billion-dollar potential on our hands just a few months later. And that's what happens when you replace templates with transformation. So here's the key takeaway. AI tools are powerful, but tools without architecture are just toys. If you want AI that drives real business value, you need clarity, strategy, and expert execution. And that's why the right partner doesn't just build automations, they engineer transformations. And that's exactly what our consulting and development model is built around. Through consulting, we diagnose the business and find the real opportunities. Through the audit and prototypes, we build validated concepts fast. And through development, we build custom, secure, and scalable AI systems that solve complex business problems. So before you try to plug in another viral workflow, ask yourself this. Would you rather chase hacks or build systems that actually work long term? If you want to see what real AI transformation looks like inside your business, I've created a tool, the AI Readiness Assessment. It takes just a few minutes to fill out and shows you exactly where your company is ready for AI and where it's not. You can grab it using the link below. And if you want expert eyes on your business, book your free AI strategy session with our team. We will walk you through the exact roadmap for your business. Remember, copying tools creates chaos. Designing systems creates freedom. The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next reality check episodes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss the next upload.